Good day. I am Dr. Joseph Fox, Vice President of the Board for the Martin Luther King Jr. Association of Asheville and Buncombe County. Thank you for joining us today as we recognize another one of our Rosa Parks awardees. The program was created to recognize individuals in the community that foster a culture of inclusion, work to achieve a just society for the disadvantaged, exemplifies a nonviolent philosophy in pursuit of a better life for non-majority people, and inspires direct action in the cause of social justice. Our awardee today is Tara Brown. For over 15 years, Tara has worked through local government and nonprofits to build inclusive economic development. Tara has designed and implemented programs to support asset buildings, affordable home ownership, and entrepreneurship in underserved communities. Terrace now lives in Asheville, North Carolina, where she serves as the Associate Director of the Western Women Business Center. She previously lived in New York City, where asset building programs she created with the New York City Office of Financial Empowerment have been replicated across the country. In 2016, seeing that many social programs failed to address underlying inequalities, including the racial wealth gaps, Tara launched Reckoning with Whiteness, a project to help individuals with racial privilege understand and address inequalities in their communities. Tara serves on the board of Witness for Peace Southeast, an anti-oppression organization that works in solidarity with people in Latin America and the Caribbean. She previously served on the board of the Cooperative Economic Development Alliance of New York City. Tara holds a Master's of Public Policy and Administration from Northwestern University and a BA in Political Science from Trinity College. It is my honor for us to recognize Tara Brown as one of our Rosa Parks awardees.
Thank you so much. I definitely want to thank the Martin Luther King Association for this recognition. You do such important work out in the community with the Remembrance Project and everything else. So I really appreciate what you do. So thank you for that. And of course, I want to thank, my friends, my family, mentors, educators, everyone who helped me get to this place and in this direction, working on community economic development and equity. And, will still continue to work with me, in the future after this award, definitely. So I have many, many, many people to thank and that I'm really grateful to be in community with. Winning this award is important to me because I know that there are hundreds, maybe thousands of people doing this work for equity here in Asheville. It is nice to be recognized that I'm one of those people somehow making a difference. But to me, it's really about accountability. So when I think about Rosa Parks, I think about, of course, she's a hero, she's an icon, but of course, she was also part of a movement. And making a change that she wanted to see when she refused to move from her seat on the bus that day took thousands of people working together. So there are people who had to organize the carpools during the bus boycotts, the NAACP doing legal representation. So to me, this award reminds me to be accountable and think about where I am, with my job, with what resources I have, so that I can be a part of that movement making a difference. Through my work, I offer business development services, mostly for women and people of color, people who might be left out from traditional entrepreneurship services so that they can achieve their goals and start their own businesses and initiatives, which is really inspiring to me to do every day. I'm also part of the African American Business Association, which I help host through my job. And that provides a platform for Black business owners in the Asheville area to talk about their success, share back how they got there, provide their wisdom. We also offer all different types of coaching, training, and access to funding that businesses might not be able to get otherwise. In times of adversity, I really like to think about the quote from the civil rights movement, Fannie Lou Hamer. I'm butchering it, but it's basically, I'm not free until we're all free. And I really believe that because for me, I don't feel comfortable existing in a world, moving in a world where people will not have the same access to opportunities that I do just because of the way that they look. And that inspires me every day to do the historical research to understand where we came from, to do my own internal work to make sure I'm not carrying around those same biases, and also to take action when I can to make a difference towards equity. What gives me hope is that there are so many organizations and institutions here in Asheville and across the country who are starting to take equity more seriously, who are moving in that direction, who are listening to people of color and other marginalized groups about what needs to change to get us there. And here in Asheville, we also have so many people of color, so many Black leaders who are building their own institutions, and that really inspires me. At the Western Women's Business Center conference last year, we saw Tracy Green Washington and Cortina Caldwell and many others talking about finding their purpose, creating their vision, and doing what it is that they want to do in the world and actually making it happen. And in the small business world here in Asheville, we also have Stephanie Swepson-Twitty, Jay Hackett, Aisha Adams, who are all really transforming the landscape for Black entrepreneurship. And I'm just really happy to work alongside them doing that work.